Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for making it to the meeting today. So we have a massive launch tomorrow for our product, Unipal. And basically I just wanted to get the team together so we can just run through the whole project one more time so we know exactly what we're talking about. Our creative director, Paul, has actually made us a really, really nice video. So we're going to show it now. If we can just dim the lights, get the projector working.
Unipal, a platform which allows university students to meet new people and create meaningful friendships. We find friends for you, so you don't have to do any of the work. When you enter the app, there's the option to log in via Google, Facebook, or your university email. Take part in the personality quiz, which is a fun way of gauging your character. Based on how you answer the quiz, you will be assigned a colour. This colour will represent your personality. It's a fun way to express yourself. Your colour will be used to predict whether you will compliment someone else or whether you will clash with them. You will be asked whether you'd like to find someone with a similar or different personality to you. Say, for example, someone with a blue personality would be the opposite to someone with a yellow personality. When your result comes through, you'll be told who will compliment you and who will clash. Saying that, you can speak to anyone you like. Our top suggestions are the people we think you're most likely to get along with. At the bottom, we've got the settings, the quiz, events, chat, and also notifications. Let's make a friend. On Avi's profile, we can see a bio, events he's interested in, and a chat option. Get to know your friend by chatting to them and sending gifts. There's also the option to share events and photographs. Unipal will promote all the university events, and we will also have our own exclusive events for our users. Making friends has never been so easy.
Well, good job, Paul. Thank you so much. Okay. That was the fancy part, but we need to make sure that our strategy is on point. So Dina here, our marketing director, is actually going to run us through the key strategies. Dina, if you please.
Sure, so initially we understood that our product was a service good and that was going to be launched in a regional market where all the power came from our sellers. So our initial business mission was to reinvent the way uni students interacted socially and made friends. And we wanted to do this with 3 marketing aims. And that was to generate awareness within our key segment, and we wanted to ensure that our key segment understood the concept behind our app. And finally, we wanted to ensure that we have a large and steadily growing number of users.
That's so great that you focus on the business mission. Can you maybe tell us a bit about how you analyze a business environment?
Of course I can. Okay, so first we looked at the demographics and we found that there was 1.75 million university students aged between 18 to 25, and that number is still growing, which shows the potential for our growth. Plus, nearly all uni students use their smartphones, which will maximise the accessibility of our app. Then we looked at the cultural aspect and we found that this segment were generally very diverse, especially in universities that were in large city areas. And from the economic side of things, students don't generally have many sources of income except their student loans.
That's so great, Dina. I'm so glad I hired you. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about the competition?
Sure. We are well aware that there are many apps out there for dating such as Tinder and Bumble, but there's nothing out there that's purely friendship based, so we wanted to fill that specific gap.
That's great, Dina. That's perfect. Next we actually have Dr. Kean here. He's the psychologist behind our app. He actually designed all of the algorithms and everything, all the fancy sciencey stuff. So actually, could you maybe tell us a bit more about the segmentation and the algorithm behind the whole app?
Certainly. Well, the key problem with segmentation was understanding how to segment the students. We created a segment for freshers. These are students who are completely new to uni and looking for ways to make friends.
And how big is this segment and how do we get to them?
Well, there are currently 500,000 new freshers per year, and this segment is really easily identifiable. To position ourselves well within the segment, we needed an in-depth understanding of these university students. My team and I conducted interviews with these students, and we found that university is a huge time of uncertainty and that there was a lot of pressure to find friends. Therefore, a service which did all the hard work of filtering through and selecting the most suitable peers to meet with could take away a lot of this unnecessary anxiety.
Well, I mean, that's totally understandable. We know how lazy students can be.
Yeah, the interview information was really useful actually. Thanks for that. We actually used it to make sure we would provide greater value through differentiation from our competitors.
So you're saying instead of say like Facebook or Tinder where people just kind of look at profiles and kind of have to actively search for friends, we just do the work for them?
Exactly.
Oh.
That was the aim, yes. We even got the creative team to do a really cool concept of assigning colours to users based on their personality traits. By focusing on their personalities, we're eliminating the superficial aspects of friend finding.
Well, considering competitive advantage, I guess we couldn't go for price, so differentiation makes sense. So I guess for tomorrow, make sure we're everyone pushing the fact that our app minimizes the hassle of finding friends and making it super easy for everybody.
Yes, thinking along that line, we wanted to provide basic core benefits by creating an app that provided feelings of belonging, self-esteem, and self-actualization. Having studied the human mind for my entire life, I can assure you that these are all things we crave.
Sounds very, very fancy. How do users actually engage with the app though in the long term?
So we use performance factors such as creating a unique algorithm which made very good matches between people, an algorithm that was tested and honed over many focus groups. In addition, sites such as BuzzFeed have repeatedly shown that there is some attraction of personality quizzes. The act of filling out a personality quiz and the resulting spectrum of colours you are given at the end also provides a sense of excitement and garners interest from potential customers.
Well, thanks doctor, that was amazing. So our lead graphic designer, as you guys have seen, have developed a really, really nice snazzy brand logo. So Paul here, our creative director, if you just don't mind telling us a bit more about our branding and how that maybe aligns with our positioning.
Well, as I always say, never underestimate the power of branding. When I first heard the app name Unipal in our brainstorming session, I knew we were onto a winner. The name is short, to the point, and easy for our consumers to remember. It also plays to our brand positioning by emphasising the USP. Uni tells you right off the bat who our target market is, and PAL conveys what the purpose of the app is, to make friends.
And how about the logo?
The logo is slick and modern, which will appeal to a younger demographic, and again highlights our company's positioning with the speech bubble, the universal sign of communication. The array of colours used in the background also fit with our profiling theme of users and gives a sense of friendliness.
That's awesome, thank you. So now we actually have a company ad that we can show you guys. Sataj is a communications manager. He'll also be explaining also the communications plans that we have.
So as you can see from the ad, in a highly competitive market, we believe a humorous ad would work well to really hold people's attention long enough for us to sell to viewers what it is exactly that makes us different from other similar services. An ad like the one we produce can be seen as a type of guerrilla marketing. In addition to the ad campaign, we'll be hosting events around university campuses in the form of casual meetups between users of the app. These events will deliberately remain casual and informal, further playing to our company's positioning and overall message. Making friends should be a relaxed and enjoyable process.
Finally, we're actually going to Shabazz, our sales manager. Do you mind telling us exactly how we're going to be selling our app?
Firstly, the segment we are targeting, they're all price sensitive. Secondly, all of our competitors are providing their app for free, and so we have to use a price penetration strategy. And what will happen is when we gain with experience, the cost of producing will reduce as well. The reasoning behind this is we want a large number of users. It's a simple case of getting our foot in the door. We also want to maximize our market coverage. By maximizing our market coverage, our sales will increase, and then therefore we can sell more on all platforms.
Okay, so the strategy makes sense, but profits. I need to know profits, otherwise my head is on the line.
Our profit base would be from ad revenue and from download numbers. Therefore, we need to maximize the number of users. The average app on the iOS makes about 2,500 per month. and therefore if we increase the number of users, we'll make more money.
Thank you guys so much for all of that.